Here at the International House, the attacks on Paris are being felt deeply.
There's going to be the sense of tragedy, the sense of loss, a loss of control, a lot of fear, and then a lot of bonding.
Students from 25 countries live here this semester, and they are leaning on each other to get through.
It's not just the French who are impacted by this, it's everyone.
Some members of the campus community are concerned about building anger towards Muslims.
I was angry, but that was my personal anger, and I don't want anybody to touch my anger and play with it.
If manipulated, anger can easily lead to racism and resentment. Professor Trudeau warns that this resentment is already building and impressionable young people may be susceptible.
There are white people who are ready to fight and kill Muslims.
We spoke with a Muslim student who asked not to be identified for safety concerns during this time of raw feelings.
What? How did this happen? I went to school and everything was fine, and then I come look on Facebook, and then it's so overwhelming at first, and you're just trying to get an idea of how this happened.
She says she doesn't necessarily fear for herself on the San Jose State campus, but instead she worries for others in places that are less diverse and open-minded.
Be angry, but direct it in a productive way and say, okay, let's bring this to the table. We're all angry. Okay, let's unify us in this feeling of we're not going to let this stand. Let's stand for justice.
Some members of the SJSU community are mourning the lives lost, especially for one of the CSU's own. Industrial design senior Noemi Gonzalez of CSU Long Beach was killed while studying abroad in Paris, and a tribute was left against the peace pole in her honor.
That's the last thing on your mind when you study abroad, is like, what if there's a terrorist attack in my city?
Reyes spent a semester in France last year, and after the news of what happened, he doesn't have plans to go back anytime soon.
I think a lot more people will be more cautious of choosing Paris, or just major cities in general.